Hi guys, welcome back to another video. So today we are looking at Quant or QNT, and the reason being that we have a pretty good setup on the weekly chart as well as on the daily chart. So actually I did cover it a way back when it was around when it was trading around, I believe it was around 109 or $108, and we also got pretty good entries. And as you can see, this actually played out perfectly, and it has gone up ever since. So before we come to that, we first need to see what is going on with the cons. So I won't be going that deep because I do have a video on this one actually on explaining what it does and what is the tokenomics of that. You can check that out. It should be showing up somewhere around here. So in terms of its update, the first thing you have to keep that in mind that they are developing behind the back. And as you can see here, we had a big meeting. This was 3 weeks back, so it's not that big. Still, it was a roundtable in London discussing a single less of money. So we had so actually just a second, we had Martin Hargreaves from the Quant, and we also had someone from Avalanche, even Ripple, and One Step Finance, and others. So this was a pretty big meeting behind the back, and Quant is developing and making partnership behind the back. So you have to keep that in mind. So beside this, we also had a big update from their CEO. So their CEO is actually Gilbert Verdian. So he actually posted his thoughts on updates on to the digital euro legislation. So I believe euro had a legislation on a digital euro. So he actually shared his thoughts on what is it and what is going on. So the thing is that the shift towards permission blockchain is a positive evolution in the maturity of the blockchain. So that means Quant is also one of the permissionless blockchain, and it does play an important role in a CBCD, so which is pretty big for Quant as well. So in terms of that, we also have Quant actually worked on a digital pound, and they actually contributed using their overledger API. So that played a key role in enabling CBDC system to deliver a range of benefits regarding payment functionalities and security. So basically, uh, I believe for project Rosalind is actually building API prototypes for retailer CBDC custom innovation. So this is actually covered by the Bank of international settlements, so which is pretty big. And as you can see here, the Quant is one of the major player in this project as well, so that is pretty big for Quant as well. So in terms of its growth, it is actually going up, as you can see here, and the reason being why it's going up, I believe, is solely due to the we it is clear that it is being developed behind the back, and it does have a lot of potential when it comes to the CBDCs and tokenization for the real world assets. But beside that, I think we do have a pretty good setup on the chart, and it actually the pump was due for QNT, because if you do look at the other bull runs, as you can see, Quant went as high as, I believe, $4 in 2021 bull run, and after that we also had a pretty good up movement in 2022. It went around $200, and as of now it has yet to do this because BTC has already went at its all-time high, and I think it is time for a Quant to go up. So to that happen, we need the traders obviously, and we do need a big volume. And as you can see here, we have a big volume, and we also had a big volume here, and it did not hold that well because the breakout did not hold that well. But as of now, I think we are pretty much set for the breakout, because if you do look here, this I will just delete everything because it looks actually confusing because of these outlines. Let's just remove everything. So now if you do look here, the breakout I am talking about is this one. So if you do look here, this is a weekly chart, and I think this breakout plays an important role because this is a pretty big breakout. So breakout, whenever we actually break a trend, and as of now we are breaking a trend, we are breaking a downtrend trend which was actually from the October 22. So this downtrend is actually being broken here, is a pretty big for Quant. So in terms of its weekly chart, as you can see here, in the on the March 13th, it did try to break this one, but unfortunately it did not hold, as you can see. So as of now, I think this retest is actually in shorts that it will probably go up. If still, we have to wait for it to see if it does a retest around 137. If it does retest here, I think, and if it does not fall here, I think we are heading towards a new highs. So in terms of new highs, what we need is that we need actually confirmation on the 4-hourly chart before going up. We do have confirmation here, and as you can see here, the volume was low, and that is pretty good, but we still need more volume to go up. So in terms of daily, I think we still have one day before it could even go up, because we do need a confirmation on a daily chart as well. So I think tomorrow or day after tomorrow we need a retest around 137 or 134, and after that I think we can go above that. So first of all, what is our target? So where are we going? So I think our first target is around, just a second, our first target is around 153. If we are able to break that, I think we may head even higher, and this we also have a resistance around 167. If not, I think we can actually head around 193. If not, we can actually head around 228. So these are the 4 points which I'm looking at. So if we do see a big volume, I think going to actually, if we do see a flow of $1 billion in the Quant, if we do see a flow of at least $2 billion in the QNT, the price will be double. So it will be trading above $250. So that is actually a possible. So let's just see if we have a DeFi on the Quant. So if I think it will actually get at least 1 or 1.5 billion in the market if we do see this breakout. So usually what happens is that whenever a coin breaks a downtrend like this, it usually goes up because there is a lot of demand from the traders, and if we do see a traders coming in here, I think it will most likely go up. But there is a bit concern, because if you do look here at the weekly chart, we don't have that much volume. So as of now we don't have that much volume, and it's going up. That is also pretty good, because that means there aren't that much seller, and the buyer are actually driving the price up without any issue. So we do have a cup and handle here as well. As you can see here, this is a cup and handle. So another resistance which we need to break is this one around 153. If we are actually able to break out from here and around 153, I think we may be heading towards these higher levels, and potentially even hitting this 430 mark, and even potentially going to the $1,000. So still everything is a possibility when it comes to the crypto, and especially in the bull run. And Quant has actually proved that it has actually a pretty good it does have a pretty good demand when it's come to the institutional investors, or even what they do. So they are so they do have a good functionality, and I think it does have a lot of potential to go up. So this was it. I hope we get this retest, and I hope we go up higher. So if you are interested in the Quant for entering the market, I think we can if this one does not hold. So if it does come down here, I think we do have a good entry, and we can hope that it goes up. But if not, we can actually enter on 124. But you have to keep that in mind, if this breakout does not happen, we may be heading towards $100 or even $105. But if this retest if we do not see this retest, and if it continues to go up, it is unclear where we can enter in the market, but we do have a good entry point around 134 or even 135. But you have to keep that in mind that risky is a pretty risky entry, because if it does not hold that support and it goes down, it may even head to $100. But if it successfully retest that level and goes up, I think we may be heading towards $200 or even 192 to 193. So this was it. I hope you liked the video. I will be back with more. Thanks for watching.